Hi golfers. I'm sure a lot of you are like me out there. You've got that driver in your bag that you just can't get rid of, or it's in the car boot, or it's in the shed, wherever it is, but you just can't stick it on eBay. Darren today is going to try and prize that club out of my hands. So Darren, good luck.
I will be trying to prize it out of his hands with the new Callaway Big Bertha Alpha driver. There is so much technology in this driver, Richard, compared to your old relic. What we're trying to do is basically we're setting it up exactly the same as Richard's stock driver that he uses to find every fairway in the world, but we're going to set this up in 10.5 stiff, same as his setting. We're going to leave everything neutral to start with, but his numbers from his 10.5 stiff are as follows: club head speed 103, ball speed 158, launch 15 degrees, spin 2009, and overall distance of 255 with a very impressive dispersion of 15 yards.
Yeah, I mean that's my stock shot. That you call it a baby fade, I call it a slight heel cut. It's an easy swing, but it's a shot that I will try to. I know I can hit under pressure, so it's my go-to shot.
Let's have a look what Richard did in the first 3 swings with the Callaway Big Bertha Alpha driver. Right, there you've seen it, set up as standard, 10.5 stiff. Let's go through the numbers from Richard's first round. Club head speed 105 miles an hour, which was an increase on yours. 163, which is an increase of 5 miles per hour, which was great. Launch was lower at 14.2. Spin was a tiny bit lower at 2,850. Overall distance was 261, so an increase of 6 yards straight away. Dispersion a little bit wider. 35 yards. How'd the club feel?
It's a solid club. I would say it's a better player club. The stock shaft that comes in it feels like quite a heavy. It makes the club feel quite heavy. And I think for a higher handicapper, they're probably going to find that they're going to try to hit it, and when they try to hit it, they're going to stiffen up and get a bit tight on it. A better player, they're probably going to see ball speeds that far surpass my ones.
Okay, so based on the first 3 swings that Richard did with the Callaway, what we then did was look at his stats and then tweak the head configuration. What we did was just increase the loft straight away. The gravity core was weight down anyway, but by increasing the loft on the club, we did what we wanted to do. We basically got you a little bit better dispersion. And your stats, after I'll go through those after we see your 3 swings. Okay, so you've seen Richard's second lot of 3 swings with the tweaked head with more loft. Club head speed was 103, which was a decrease. Ball speed was 158, which was a decrease. Launch was a little bit higher as expected, 15.9. Spin was higher at 3,150. And the overall distance was down at 257, but dispersion, we reined it in a little bit to 27. So that was the win on that lot of tweaks. Yeah,
and for me as well, I've probably dialed that back a little bit because I knew that I didn't like the dispersion. Not that there was any. I think the point we need to get across, the dispersion on the first one isn't a bad dispersion. That's still what you would call the fairway finder.
Yeah, absolutely, no, for sure.
And so we really are kind of tweaking, like in a degree, to see how much we can drill it down to sort of show off the technology in the club.
Yeah, absolutely. So on the third round, what we thought was we'll just go for a little bit. We'll try and get a little bit of distance and a little bit better dispersion. So we flipped the gravity core around. We took the loft down to 10.5, but the main thing was the gravity core. We'd not messed around with that yet. So basically we made the gravity core weight so it's higher in the face, so it should lower the spin off of the face of the golf club. So let's have a look at those 3 swings, and then we'll have a little chat about the stats afterwards. So there's Rich's last 3 swings with the Callaway Big Bertha. So the stats read as follows. Club head speed was 104, so it's bang in between the other 2. Ball speed, again bang in between the other 2 at 160. Launch was 14.8, so much lower with the gravity core.
Yeah, well, I hold agree. You know, some people might not think that's a lot, but you know, that is for the exact same club to be set up the same way and swung the same way, to see a degree drop.
Yeah.
That, you know, it shows you that the gravity core does something.
Yeah. So the spin was 2,950. The overall distance was 259. So that is bang in between the first lot and the second lot. So okay, we're 50-50 on that one. But the incredible thing was dispersion. Dispersion smashed your relic and got it down to 4 yards.
Yeah, and this is what I would expect anyway from a better players club, is that, you know, you can go both ways. You can gain yardage, because we expect the technology in the club to be able to gain that yardage if you need it, but then I also expect more than anything to be able to bring in that dispersion.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's probably longer drivers out there, or certainly there's drivers I've tried that are longer than this, but you know, if you're looking for something that's as close to an iron off the tee, you know, this is what you expect from this kind of club, and it's probably what you're looking for.
So we know that your driver is a fairway finder. This is a middle of the fairway finder.
Oh, this is you know, this is aiming at the hair at the back of the cup. That's how small we're talking about. And you know, you put this in a good player's hands, who generates probably a lot more power than I do, and they're going to get the distance as well as that accuracy, which is phenomenal.
But bearing in mind that all we've done is tweak the actual head settings. We've not touched the shaft, we've not looked at shafts or anything. This is just the standard stock shaft that we've used with Richard today. So I'm sure if we're doing a full custom fit, we'd mess around with shafts, we'd increase ball speed, club head speed, better spin and everything like that. So I'm sure we could get that distance factor up as well as keep that dispersion. So that's it with the Callaway.
It is. If you want more information on the Callaway, have a look at the product page on the website, or contact us on the site.